Hi there, I'm Adam. Welcome to Investment 101. Today we're talking about a key concept, leveraging. This can help you grow your property portfolio much faster. If you've ever wondered how so many successful property investors use mortgages when they could buy the properties outright for cash, then this video is for you. Let's dive in. Let's imagine you're an investor with £200,000 cash to invest. You could buy one property outright for cash, or you could spread the investment across 3 properties using the £200,000 as a third deposit and mortgaging the remaining 2/3 with buy-to-let mortgages. Option 1, if you buy a property outright for £200,000 cash, you might expect a rental income of £10,000 a year. If you buy a single property for £200,000 with a steady 5% capital growth figure, you may expect the property to be worth approximately £325,000 in 10 years' time. Not bad, right? But here's the thing, while your rental income may be higher, your investment is capped by the fact that you're only investing your money into one property. Now let's look at option 2, leveraging. With your £200,000, you buy 3 properties instead of one. You put down £66,600 on each property, and then you use buy-to-let mortgages of 4% interest rate to fund the remaining investment. Each property generates £10,000 per annum in terms of income. That's a total of £30,000 rental income a year. But as you're using mortgages, you'll need to factor in financing costs. On a total mortgage of £400,000, that's £133,400 per property. At a 4% interest rate, you'll add £16,000 a year in total interest costs. When you subtract your annual mortgage payments from your rental income of £30,000, deducting the £16,000 leaves you with a net rental income of £14,000. Here's the exciting part, capital growth. With each property appreciating by 5% annually, each property will be worth £325,000 within a 10-year period. Across 3 properties, that's £975,000 total portfolio value. However, let's not forget that you still owe the initial £400,000 debt. If you subtract £400,000 from your total portfolio value of £975,000, along with £160,000 in mortgage interest, you're left with a net capital gain of £215,000, substantially more than the £125,000 you would have made from a single property investment. There's more good news. Buy-to-let loans are very different than owner-occupied mortgages. Rather than focusing on your individual income, the lender will evaluate the property based on how much income is expected to generate. That's why it's not only important to pick properties that have high rental yields, but also have limited vacancy rates. Not only for your own peace of mind, but also to keep the lenders confident. Leverage doesn't just help grow your portfolio faster. Through capital appreciation, you can regularly refinance your portfolio as the value increases. This allows you to fund deposits for additional properties without selling any of the properties or without paying any capital gains tax. As Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, states, using other people's money is the smartest way to invest. And property lends itself well to this because it's a tangible asset that banks are happy to lend against. This strategy not only builds wealth, but creates a legacy that you can pass down to your children. To sum up, while buying property for cash can provide security and steady returns, leveraging with mortgages can really amplify your returns, help you build wealth faster, and provide tax-efficient strategy to build a property portfolio. While I've simplified these calculations for the purpose of this video, it's important to consider additional acquisition costs, such as stamp duty, legal costs, and selling costs. At MPG, we offer free one-to-one consultations with every property investment we present. Not only do we look at your individual circumstances, we can tailor specific property portfolios based on budget, your time frame, and we can look individually at each property in terms of the income, the expenditure, and the expected capital return over a 5 and a 10-year period. Through our research-driven approach and access to exclusive UK properties, we can be your trusted partner in building a truly diverse and profitable portfolio. With our end-to-end service, we'll even let and manage the properties for you, ensuring you get headache-free and hands-off experience. If you're ready to start your property investment journey, reach out. Let's help your money work smarter, not harder for you.